Hello everyone, Donnie here, and today I'm giving you the Predator DLC game mode of Resident Evil 6 tutorial. This video isn't really that long just because Predator isn't really that hard to understand. It's more of the fact that it's really hard to grasp, kinda. So I only did about 3 rounds. I won 1, I lost 2, so I'm hoping my losses and stuff like that can show like what people did right, what people did wrong. So the whole point of Predator mode is you can have up to 4 to 6 players. You can have less than that, but the rounds would be kind of dumb. In this game mode, each person takes one round of a 3-minute round, 2-minute round to play as the Ustanok. And you have to kill as many players as possible. Depending on your agent, you have to kill the players. So this is basically like a call competitive. You have to work together to kill this big guy, but at the same time you kind of get as many points as you possibly can. So how the points work is that you get points for helping out your teammates, and you get points for killing the Ustanok. Depending on where you shoot, if you shoot his claw, you hardly will do any damage to him. If you shoot his torso, you'll do the average amount. If you shoot him in the head, you'll do the maximum amount of damage, and it does change up your points. So the basic strategy of this is, you kind of just want to like think on your toes. Like, you know, if someone goes to dying, it's like, do I want to revive him using my herbs, or do I want to resuscitate him? And the reason that is because every time you resuscitate someone, you get 2,000 points, but if you save someone and give them pills, you get 2,000 points for picking them up, and then you get, what do you call it? You, get 1,000 points for each tablet. So, if you get hit with this guy's charge, the Ustanok's charge, you'll lose 4 blocks of health, which means any of his weaker attacks can instantly kill you. So you have to think to yourself, do I want to have full health so I can take one more hit? Or should I revive someone and get points? A lot of the times, I usually just give up all my tablets for 2 reasons. For one thing, easy 6,000 points. You're invincible during the whole thing, so you don't get hit by anything. And you're keeping whoever is revived from getting points. Given the fact that the dying state animation takes probably around 3 seconds, and then reviving someone takes about 6 more seconds, you're basically wasting their time before they can get any more points. Now, be warned, you can't move when you revive or resuscitate, obviously, so the Ustanok can set himself up pretty easily to kill both of you, or at least to hit both of you. So keep that in mind. So in this game mode, you get to pick your character, and you have specific weapons. If someone has 2 guns, they won't have a melee weapon. If someone has 1 gun, they will have a melee type weapon. For example, Sherry, she's got the Bear Commander with a grenade launcher. She's got 1 grenade, and she's got like 1 clip, and then she has a stun rod. Breaking the baskets and stuff like that will give you grenades. Grenades come in really good handy for damaging the Ustanok. I'm trying to think. I'll get to the weapon in a second. The only way to get ammo back, if anyone has ever played single player, and I hope you did before you go into the competitive mode, if anyone can remember the Okos, Ustanok's like little pets which help him see things, they basically do the same thing. They float around the map, and if they see you, he can see you anywhere on the map. Basically, he'll have like a little diamond above you, so he can come after you. Now, if you go and kill the Oko, they will drop ammo for one of your weapons. That's the only way you can get ammo back. So if he doesn't summon an Oko, and you're out of ammo, you have to wait until, like right here, I kill this one, he drops dead. Boom, ammo. I think the AI sends 2 Okos automatically, but you can call one yourself, but I'll get to Ustanok's moves in a second. The weapons, I picked up a Magnum. Every 30 rounds are 1 minute and 30 seconds, so every 30 seconds a new weapon will spawn. The first weapon will either be a grenade launcher or a magnum, depending on which map you're on. And the second one will either be a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher. If you're playing on a map that deals with, like, the first one is a magnum, the second one will be a grenade launcher. If the first map is the first 30-second weapon for the agents is a grenade launcher, then the second one will be a rocket launcher. You don't get any bonus ammo for these weapons. You just get them to have them, and they do massive amounts of damage, so you can get some pretty good points. So how it goes is, a minute 30 seconds, when you reach down to a minute, the first agent weapon will spawn. After another 30 seconds goes down, the Ustanok weapon will spawn. The Ustanok weapon has a claw when he starts off, and when his weapon spawns, he gets a shotgun, which is ridiculously OP. And then after the next 30 seconds goes the second weapon for the agent spawn. The Ustanok can destroy the agent weapons in one hit. You can also destroy the Ustanok's weapon, but you have to melee it 5 times. You can either slide into it or you have a melee prompt to hit square and you'll kick it. If you kick it 5 times, you'll break it, and depending on how many times you kick it, you'll get 1,000 points. So if you kick it 3 times, then you have to run away, and somebody else kicks it 2 times, you'll get 3,000 points. The other guy will get 2,000. So the basic strategy to this is that you kind of want to stay alive, and you need to be you need to think on your feet. Like, do I want to save this person? Do I just want to leave them there? You know. But the issue with that is that if you leave someone there, if someone gets grabbed, you can coup de grace them, and you'll get a frick ton of points to save them, because he can hold them in his claw for a while. So if you kill the Ustanok, depending on how much damage you did to him, you'll get points, or depending on which place you're in. If you're in last place, you'll be rewarded 10,000 points. If you do massive amounts of damage to him, you'll also be rewarded 10,000 points. It's just harder the higher up you are because you're in first place, so you're obviously doing something right. So right here, you'll see kick, kick, kick. He picked it up, then I'm dead. So, you know, this is... It's easy for the agent. It's more confusing when you're playing as the Ustanok, to be honest. The Ustanok has a lot of moves. If you'll see the prompts on the bottom of the screen when I'm playing as him, I was the last round Ustanok, so the round after this one. Ustanok can charge, which can hit a lot of people. You can't turn while you're charging. Wherever you're facing is where you'll charge, basically. Like, you know how we can run around while we're running, like the agents. He can't do that. If he dashes, he's like a train. You need to stop running in order for it to, you know what I mean? He has a punch, which he just did. He can punch forward or he can punch backward. He has a kick, which can kick it directly in front of him, and he can hit anyone on the ground. If you press the start button, or if you press the start button for both Xbox and PS3 controllers, you will shout. It's basically kind of like his taunt. It's called Intimidation. This will summon Okos around, and you'll be able to see everybody around the map instantly for a few seconds, which is kind of nice for the bigger maps. But this map isn't exactly that big, and if someone shoots their gun, you're gonna see them anyway, so you should be fine. So I rolled into that. I felt so dumb for doing that. If you hit the triangle button or the Y button, depending on the controller again, Ustanok will throw 3 hand grenades that explode. This is good for whenever people are reviving someone. You can throw them, then dash, and hope to God that you actually hit something. Because the grenades aren't really that effective, to be honest. One good strategy to learn, try to learn here, when you're playing on this mode, is try to figure out where the spawn points are for all the weapons. Right where I was standing, that's where the grenade launcher will sometimes spawn. I was wrong this time, because it's random. So, yeah. I was really afraid here, because I only had 1 health, I didn't have any health tablets, and I was using the shooting wild perk, and I'll get to that in a second. So I was just trying to get as many shots as I could before I died, and I got 3 shots, which is not bad. It's pretty good. But if the Ustanok also has a claw attack where you press the square button. If you get caught in the claw attack, you're dead basically, and you can't move. If someone shoots the claw and does enough damage, you'll get dropped out. Or if someone goes up and coup de grace the Ustanok, they will also be released. And if you're released from the Ustanok, you have 1 block of health, basically like you've been resuscitated, like you have no stamina, and anything can kill you. If he has the ability to throw you out, like right here, I threw him, you know, it does damage to other people. Yeah, oh, and playing as this big guy, Ustanok, if someone, like, shoots you out or something, keep in mind that you can, that it takes, like, he stumbles a lot, so keep that in mind. So right here I was running, saw Sherry, was gonna hit her, saw Carla, I don't think it's registered, yeah, it didn't register. I think she slid out of the way. So he shot that to try to get me, but he actually screwed himself over. So, doing the dash attack is smart and it's not smart. Like, you need to be like really decisive on what you want to do here. So basically, kind of like Onslaught, when you're playing as the Ustanok, you're gonna have like the whole entire lobby coming after you, obviously. So don't be nervous. Don't get scared. Like, just try to keep calm about it. You know, just try to be careful. So when you replace your claw with the shotgun has an extremely wide radius and it can basically one-hit kill everybody. So, but it's extremely hard to aim, and you can't turn around constantly. You have like, you can only shoot like off to your sides or in front of you. So if someone's behind you or they run behind you, then, you know, that's what you kind of have to do here. There was a lot of lag for some strange reason in these matches, so I apologize if it looks weird or if you call BS on something. So, and right here's the intimidation. I immediately got a bunch of red diamonds because I could see everybody. So I was just doing that there just for giggles. Oh, and with his claw, you can actually, if you hit the shooting button, you can actually extend your claw about 5 meters, and if you grab someone, you'll pull them back, and then, you know, they're yours for the taking. So if you die and you're trying to wait for the revival thing, it takes the revival thing probably about 30 seconds before you get back up on your own. So keep that in mind. Now, when you're in dying state, the Ustanok can actually pick you back up and stop the self-resuscitation process and rethrow you, and then you have to restart all the way back down with an empty bar and resuscitate yourself back up all over again. So keep that in mind. Off to abilities. Abilities can be used in a very I don't know, like, this mode and Survivors mode are probably the two things that I probably, and Siege. Siege, I can't really figure out what to use. Survivors mode, there's so many good abilities that you can use, and then Siege, there's, you know, it's something that you're used to or something like that. Whatever you want to use is basically what you'll use. In this mode, you're gonna want to do something that takes a while. Like, if you're an aggressive player, go with Shooting Wild. The reason why Shooting Wild is so good, now everyone, I'm pretty sure you guys are like, well, hold on, if I use Shooting Wild, then I'll have no, what do you call it? I'll have no cursor, or I'll have no dot sight. That's kind of the point. Like, you want to get used to using Shooting Wild before you jump into this mode if you're going to use it. You do more damage so you get more points. Your points are pretty much like doubled or tripled, depending on where you shoot. So it's a really useful ability, it's just you need to try to get used to shooting. So like, you'll see me like constantly moving my gun back and forth because he moves a lot and I can't see. So combat gauge is actually really good if you're using Jake. Medics, when you heal yourself and you heal everybody else, you don't get points, so don't use it. It's just basically there to keep everyone alive, because every time the Ustanok kills someone, he gets 4,000 points. And if he kills everybody, depending on how much time he has, he'll get points depending on how much more time was left. So I guess that's somewhat useful, but most of the time a lot of people don't really seem to die. Like intermediate players, you know, beginners might have a tough time surviving, but intermediate and higher people will probably do really well at surviving. So obviously each map is smaller than the other. The smallest maps, like I said in my Onslaught video, are the Catacombs and the what do you call it? In this one, Mining the Depths. Excuse me. The smaller maps, it's harder for the Ustanok to survive, but it makes it easier for him to kill everybody, because as soon as we start, the Ustanok went over to the stairs and everyone moved over there, and I was like, I don't want to move over there because the stairs is such a narrow place to fight. And then everyone went over there and started dying, so I was like, I'm either going to have to shoot him as much times as I can to try to kill him, or I'm going to have to save everybody. And saving everybody, and sometimes it's better to just shoot the dude a few times, get a few pot shots, and then try to save someone, but saving someone is basically a guaranteed death. Every time you die, you lose 2,000 points. So if you're in the lead or something like that, don't be like extremely annoyed like the Ustanok's coming after you, because that's just showing like he's trying to get you out of the fight and he's trying to make you lose points. What a lot of people normally do, advanced players, they go after the main guy in the lobby. They basically say, okay, I picked him up with the claw, I'm gonna take him to the corner of the map, and I'm gonna throw him away, go back and kill everybody else. This is because it takes forever for you to crawl, you can't shoot through obstacles, so it's impossible for you to gain any points that way. And if we do kill the Ustanok and you're dead, you won't get any of the survival points. So that's what a lot of people do. So if you're expected to be like priority number 1 on the Ustanok's list, if you're in first place, second place, third place, just keep that in mind. Oh, if you hit your melee button, by the way, you can kick people. So I actually won a round playing as Jake. I actually posted a video of it. I got thrown on the ground, and I was dying, and I went to go hit him, and I kicked him, and I died, and the Ustanok player died. It was pretty hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I was like, holy crap. He killed like half the lobby, and one baby kick killed him. That's great. So like I said, abilities, you know, Farm Assist, Combat Gauge, and Shooting Water, I can honestly say those are probably the only ones I would recommend using, to be honest. There's really no other good abilities to use. Medic, like I said, if you want to protect the new players, sure, go for it. I don't think there's any other useful ability. Rocksteady could be useful because he shakes the ground a lot every time he walks and runs. There's not really much else. So like this map is smaller, so it's making it easier for the Ustanok to die, but it's also making it easier for the Ustanok to kind of like kill people. So they give you a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher here, so yeah, I got a lot of points here. So this is where the lag kicked in. He was nowhere near me, but apparently it registered that he was close enough to me to get me. On my screen it didn't seem like he got me, but he could have been closer than usual, but you know, I don't really know, to be honest. So yeah, like I said, this game was not that hard to grasp. You just, once you go in, you just need to figure out where the items spawn, how the player's gonna work, you know, stuff like that. Now, you can be a cheap whore bag and completely take advantage of the fact that you can kill your friendly allies. I had to set a friendly like 16 times before I managed to get that out. God. Yes, this is competitive mode, so obviously you can deal damage to other people. This dude was coming after me. I was getting so angry. It's like, bro, get off me, man. I was like so annoyed by this because this guy kept coming after me in like every round. It's like, stop being a whore bag and leave me alone. But I did good last round, so I was expecting him to come after me probably. See, right here is where you're kind of like screwed. I was like, I can't see the dot sight, so I'm just gonna shoot wild like crazy. Oh, if anyone doesn't know, if you're using shooting wild and you're using a sniper, you still have your scope, so that's kind of good. So I lost this round sadly. Oh, if someone leaves, the round will still go on, but you'll jump into the round, but the Ustanok will just instantly die. and then everyone will get points, like, for defeating him. You know, depending on your place, like I said, will depend on your overall score. So, yeah, I died here. I apparently wasn't paying enough attention to my health bar. So, yeah. And if people are going to be picking characters with shotguns and stuff, don't be surprised that they're going to use the strategy like I use with my sniper rifle. Like, you guys see me switch guns really quickly. You'll see people do that. You'll see people, you know, do all kinds of stuff. So keep that in mind. See, this is what I mean about reviving. So, yeah. And then the next guy quit. He rage quit or he lagged out, and then the instant Ustanok dies and we all get our points and the round is over. So you just basically want to pick a character that you probably are used to using, you know, or pick a gun loadouts that you're used to using, and then go with that. Pick a map that you're used to, and then just try to figure out the basics. Once you figure out how to use Ustanok, you should be fine. But this is a frustrating game mode, so if you guys lose a lot, by all means, don't get mad. I mean, there are a lot of, you know, lag can cause a lot of things, you know. I mean, I have my rage moments, but, you know, just try to keep calm, like I said. Don't get nervous when you're playing as the Ustanok, because that's a guaranteed, like, death. Like, you know, if someone shoots you once and you're like, oh, run away, run away, run away. Because that's how I was when I first played this, and everyone started reviving everybody when I ran away, so nobody had the DLC map, sadly, so I had to do Steel Beast. So, yeah. Agent is actually kind of broken in this mode because he's got a Magnum, and if you're using Shooting Wild and you get enough kill, you shoot him with all 7 rounds, you get a frick ton of points. But when he's out of Magnum rounds, he's only got a knife, his combat knife, and every time someone plays as an Agent character, you can almost guarantee that the Ustanok will go and kill him first, right off the bat, and then go for the host just because he's dangerous. So yeah, that's basically all of it. I mean, there's really not much you really need to know about this mode. Once you figure out how to play as the Ustanok, you should be fine. Figure out a character who you like playing as, pick an ability that you're good with. Shooting Wild, if something you want points, you're an aggressive player. Pick someone like, or pick Pharmacist if you want to stay alive, you know, stuff like that. You only get 4 herbs, so there's really no point in bringing Pharmacist. You don't get any more herbs, you don't get any ammo unless you kill the Yoko. So, might as well just go with it, right? But, for the rest of this, I guess I can do a channel update as well to boot, because I knew like I said, this game mode doesn't take much to learn. You just need to figure out the controls of everything, and where stuff spawns, and you should be fine. But, for the channel update, I just got my live stream up, but sadly, for sad days, I have fine internet, like my internet's perfectly fine, but the problem is that I use a laptop to upload and stuff, which is probably why it takes me forever to upload videos. We have a PC, but it according to my brother, it's his. It sucks, so I can't use it. But so there won't be any streaming. I tested it. Me and my friend were trying to figure out, you know, what can we do, and I was talking to him and a few of my tech ed teachers at my school, and they basically said, what do you call it? They basically just told me either you're gonna need to hardwire it, which is really annoying because my mom doesn't want to drill holes in the wall from my spare room into my room, to my laptop, or I would need to get a wireless router, and we don't have the type of money to spend on another router, so, because I have wireless internet. So, playing online, you probably see some lag, but not that much lag. It's normally whenever I join other people's games, like usually when I host, everyone's perfectly fine. So, you know, it's whatever. But, yeah, so no streaming yet. I'm hoping I will have a lot of subscribers within 2 years. So hopefully by the time I get my like own place and stuff like that, when I move out, I'll be able to afford a good wireless router, or I'll be able to hardwire everything. So I'm hoping, you know.
So yeah, no live streaming. I'm just gonna keep the thing up anyway, just so you guys can like view stuff. There's really no point, but I'm actually gonna start working on making a Facebook page and a Tumblr probably. I don't know if I'm gonna make a blogger. I don't even know if I'm gonna make a Tumblr. My one friend just said a lot of people use Tumblr, so Tumblr, you probably get a lot of viewers. And maybe, I don't know about Blogger, because I never used Blogger before for anything except projects at school, and it doesn't really seem to work out that well, so, I'm just gonna leave that alone. And I haven't used Twitter in God knows how long, so I might have to start that back up again. Get my word out around everybody. I'm also having my friends tell people, like, their friends and stuff like that, like, hey, look at blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, check out his channel, stuff like that. And you're gonna see the worst epic fail in Donnie's history. One of them, anyway. I knew he was gonna juke to the left, or the right. The left, that's his left, that's my right. And I just said, what, screw it. Just shoot it anyway. So, this guy obviously knew what he was doing. He had 10 wins with Helena. So, yeah. But, on to more important things. Bioshock is slowly getting itself done. It's not getting as many views as I hoped, but I didn't really expect that. It seems like a lot of my online crap is getting a lot more views, especially my competitive. Which I'm surprised. I don't know if people are liking it because they like to see the gameplay, or if they're watching it because they actually think I'm good. I hope for the fact that you guys are watching because you enjoy, because to me, I suck at competitive games. Like, Onslaught, I'm good at, but that's like Mercenaries. Assassin's Creed, I've had help ever since, like, a Brotherhood, learning the basics and stuff like that. And I have a lot of YouTube channels to think, like, I'm not going to name any examples because there's too many. So that's really basically it. After that, I'm going to attempt to get in the Survivors round. I suck at Survivors, so I don't even know if I want to go through all that. And for the most part, I actually can't get around going. A lot of people play in teams, so I can never really get anyone to join my lobbies, so yeah. But I will attempt to. Mercenaries is definitely next. And I'm hoping, if I do get a Survivors round going, I will, I swear. I will make a tutorial, but if I can't get a Survivors round, then I'm just gonna use one of my old videos that I have, and then we'll just go from there, so. Yep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of the ending crap. And I think I'm gonna go do the Mercenaries thing right now. And I'll finish uploading Bioshock, and then I'm gonna start one of my new projects that I've been dying to start, and I'll probably start playing some more other games. I've been thinking about Uncharted 3 if anyone is interested. I'm definitely gonna have to start publicizing more my channel and stuff like that. A little fun fact, my birthday is coming up in a few months, and I might be getting a Wii U. And thanks to Octane Blue, don't know if you guys watch him, he's inspired me to buy a Wii U and to get Monster Hunter 3. So I might get that. I'm still asking my mom. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm 16, so still a youngin', still figuring out how to get everything. Just trying to get a job so I can get my own crap, but work in process. So yeah, that's basically it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helps. Like I said, it's just once you jump in the game, you need to realize what you're doing and what not to do. And the people you're playing with really depends too. Skill sets really just depend in variety between players. And yeah. So just get used to the game. And keep in mind, guys, for Survivors and Predator, by all means, don't think like don't play like. There are pro players out there. There are people who play this game because it's like their life dependence. So if you get frustrated or you don't like the game mode, then just think about that. Watch this, watch other gameplay before you buy it. So don't get frustrated, don't get mad. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Mercenaries will be next. Like I said, I'll be trying to get a Survivors game mode going. But we'll see about that later. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon. See ya.